Have you ever sat down with a cup of tea, feeling a mix of disappointment and sadness because it seems like your own children no longer value your wisdom? I know how it feels when the respect you worked so hard to earn over a lifetime suddenly seems to slip away, leaving you wondering what you did wrong. You've spent years nurturing your family, offering guidance, and sacrificing so much, and yet there comes a moment when you begin to feel like your voice isn't being heard anymore. It's a feeling that cuts deep, and it can leave you questioning if there's any way to change the dynamic, to restore the respect that once defined your relationships. Today, I want to share some heartfelt insights on a topic that's both personal and transformative. What to do when you feel that your children aren't giving you the respect you deserve. I'm not here to point fingers or place blame. Instead, I want to talk about powerful, practical ways you can regain that respect. Ways that honor your experience and wisdom while gently shifting the relationship toward mutual understanding. Over the years, I've seen countless seniors navigate these emotional waters, and I've learned that the secret often lies not in trying to change others, but in embracing certain changes within ourselves. Let's begin by acknowledging that this feeling of being disrespected is not a reflection of your worth. You are a person of immense value, with decades of experience, love, and insight to share. Sometimes, though, the behaviors of those closest to us can cloud that truth, leaving us feeling unseen and undervalued. One powerful way to start reclaiming your respect is by setting clear, healthy boundaries. It might sound simple, but boundaries are like the guardrails on a winding road. They keep you safe, centered, and clear about what you will and won't accept in your relationships. When you communicate your needs and limits in a calm and respectful manner, you begin to teach those around you how to treat you. It can be as straightforward as gently but firmly expressing that certain comments or actions are hurtful and that you expect a higher level of consideration. By setting these boundaries, you're not only protecting your emotional well-being, but also reaffirming your own self-worth. Another important aspect is the art of active listening, which might seem ironic at first. How can you regain respect by listening when you feel unheard? But consider this, sometimes we may feel disrespected because there's a disconnect in communication. When you take the time to truly listen to what your children are saying, even if it's not what you want to hear, you open up the possibility of mutual understanding. Active listening means engaging with empathy, acknowledging their perspective, and then sharing your own feelings calmly and clearly. This two-way conversation can dissolve misunderstandings and help each person see the situation from the other's viewpoint. I remember a gentleman who, after years of feeling dismissed, decided to invite his daughter for a quiet coffee chat, where they both committed to listening without interruption. That simple act of truly hearing each other's thoughts led to a breakthrough. They began to appreciate the shared moments of vulnerability, and slowly, the mutual respect between them started to rebuild. The third step in regaining respect, and one that might require a bit of introspection, is embracing your own growth and change. Over time, as life unfolds, we all evolve. Sometimes, the dynamics between parents and children change in unexpected ways, and what worked in the past may no longer fit the current moment. It can be incredibly empowering to acknowledge that change is natural and that it doesn't diminish the love and respect that you've earned over the years. Instead, it offers an opportunity to redefine the relationship on new terms. Embracing change might mean exploring new hobbies, learning something new, or simply spending time reflecting on your own journey. When you focus on your personal growth, you send a clear message not only to yourself, but to your children as well, that you are dynamic, evolving, and still full of life and ideas. This renewed sense of self often radiates outward, encouraging those around you to treat you with the consideration and honor you deserve. As we sit here together, I want you to know that these first steps, setting boundaries, practicing active listening, and embracing personal growth, are not about forcing change in your children. Instead, they're about nurturing the respect that already exists within you and inviting that energy to flow back into your relationships. It's a gentle process, one that requires patience and self-compassion, and it starts with the simple yet profound act of believing in your own worth. I understand that it can be hard to break old patterns, especially in relationships that have spanned decades. But remember, respect isn't something you can demand. It's something you inspire through your actions and through the way you choose to live your life. Imagine the relief and joy that could come from feeling truly respected again, a warmth in your heart that comes from knowing your voice matters, from feeling heard and valued by those you love. It's a goal worth striving for, and it begins with these foundational steps. Your journey to regain respect might be gradual, and it might even come with some bumps along the way. But every positive change, no matter how small, is a victory. There is power in being proactive about your own well-being, and each time you assert your needs or listen deeply to another, you are contributing to a more respectful, loving dynamic in your family. Thank you for joining me in this conversation today. I know these topics can touch on some of the most sensitive parts of our hearts, and I appreciate your willingness to explore them together. Let these insights serve as a reminder that respect is not just something you expect from others. It's something you cultivate within yourself. And as you continue to build on these foundations, you might find that the respect you regain is not just about correcting the past, but about creating a richer, more meaningful relationship moving forward. Sometimes, even when you've done everything you can to set boundaries and express your own growth, the challenge of regaining respect can feel like an uphill battle. One effective approach is to cultivate empathy and understanding, not only for yourself, but also for your children. It might sound counterintuitive, but when you begin to see things from their perspective, you can bridge the emotional gap that has grown over time. I invite you to reflect on the pressures and challenges they face in their own lives. Perhaps they're juggling work stress, financial worries, or the demands of parenting their own families, and in the process, they might unintentionally neglect the depth of your wisdom and experience. When you allow space for this understanding, it softens the sharp edges of hurt and frustration. It doesn't excuse any dismissive behavior, but it can help you approach difficult conversations with a gentler, more open heart. I've seen families transform when the older generation starts sharing not just their expectations, but also their own vulnerabilities. In these moments, respect isn't imposed. It is naturally earned through genuine connection and mutual acknowledgement of each other's struggles. Another key element that can pave the way to renewed respect is seeking external support when needed. Sometimes, even the strongest among us need a little guidance from a neutral perspective. Think of it as consulting a trusted friend or a professional counselor who can help mediate these sensitive conversations. You might find that a few sessions with a family therapist, or even joining a support group with others who have faced similar challenges, can open up new avenues of communication. This isn't about airing grievances in a public forum. It's about creating a safe space where emotions can be expressed honestly and constructively. When both sides have the opportunity to voice their feelings without judgment, it often leads to surprising breakthroughs. I recall hearing about a couple who, after attending a series of counseling sessions, discovered that their long-standing misunderstandings were rooted in miscommunication rather than malice. With professional guidance, they learned to express their needs and listen with empathy, which gradually restored a sense of mutual respect and appreciation. As you begin to implement these strategies, it's also important to lead by example. There's a powerful message in the way you conduct yourself every day. When you live your life with integrity, kindness, and a sense of purpose, you inspire those around you, your children included, to reflect those qualities back. Think about the moments when you've acted with patience or offered wisdom without expecting anything in return. Those are the moments that truly define your character. By consistently demonstrating respect in your interactions, you're not only reinforcing your own self-worth, but you're also subtly setting a standard for how you expect to be treated. It's about embodying the values you hold dear and letting your actions speak louder than any words ever could. I remember a gentleman who made it a point to share stories from his own youth, filled with lessons about resilience and respect. Over time, his storytelling became a cherished tradition within his family, subtly reminding everyone of the importance of honoring the past while moving forward together. Of course, there will be times when change doesn't happen overnight. It's natural to feel discouraged if progress seems slow or if the same old patterns resurface. However, every small step you take towards fostering understanding and respect is a victory. It might be a simple conversation where you express how much your life experiences mean to you, or it could be a quiet moment of sharing your hopes and fears over a meal. These everyday interactions accumulate, slowly but surely, transforming the dynamics of your relationships. The journey to regain respect is not a race. It's a gradual process that requires patience, persistence, and most importantly, self-love. As you continue on this journey, remember that your worth is not defined by the recognition you receive from others. It's defined by the richness of your experiences, the lessons you've learned over the years, and the love you have to share. Every time you stand up for yourself, every time you express your feelings with clarity and compassion, you reaffirm your value not only to your children, but to yourself as well. It's this inner strength that will ultimately resonate with those around you, even if it takes time for them to fully understand it. And sometimes, the mere act of living authentically can be the most powerful statement of all. In our daily lives, we often get caught up in the hustle and bustle of routine, forgetting to nurture the relationships that truly matter. Taking the time to rebuild respect isn't just about mending family ties. It's also about investing in your own happiness. The more you cultivate respect within your inner circle, the more you'll find that respect blossoming in other areas of your life. Perhaps you'll notice new friendships forming or old ones deepening, simply because you've learned to honor yourself and set a positive example. It's a ripple effect that starts from within and gradually transforms your world. There's a quiet dignity in knowing that you've earned every bit of respect you receive. The journey may be challenging, and at times you may feel like you're standing alone, but trust that your efforts will eventually lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Your wisdom and life experiences are treasures that deserve recognition, and as you continue to share them with openness and grace, you create a space where true respect can flourish. Your children, even if they struggle to show it right now, are likely to come around as they see the strength and compassion in your every word and action. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. I hope that as you reflect on these ideas, cultivating empathy, seeking support, and leading by example, you feel a renewed sense of hope and determination. You have so much to offer, and the path to regaining the respect you deserve is paved with small, meaningful actions that honor both your past and your present. Embrace these moments as opportunities to connect, to grow, and to remind yourself of the incredible value you bring to every relationship. Let your story be one of resilience, love, and unwavering strength, and know that every effort you make is a step toward a more respectful and fulfilling life. Sometimes, even when you feel that you've done everything in your power to rebuild the bridge of respect with your children, there remains one more step, a final commitment to yourself that can set the tone for every interaction moving forward. As you continue on this journey, it's essential to embrace self-compassion and celebrate the progress you've made. This isn't just about waiting for change to come from your children. It's about recognizing the incredible strength and wisdom you hold and letting that radiate through every part of your life. When you start to truly celebrate your own achievements, however small they may seem, you send a clear message to everyone around you that you are worthy of admiration. Think about the countless experiences that have shaped you over the years, the challenges you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned along the way. Every wrinkle, every story, every memory is a testament to a life well lived. When you acknowledge these parts of your journey, it not only reinforces your self-esteem, but it also creates a powerful narrative of resilience and grace that your children can't help but notice. It's about carving out moments in your day to honor yourself. Perhaps it's sitting quietly in your favorite chair, reflecting on the good times, or maybe it's sharing your stories with a trusted friend or even a support group of peers who understand the nuances of these relationships. In these moments of self-acknowledgement, you're not only nurturing your inner spirit, but also setting an example for others. When your children see you taking pride in who you are and in what you've achieved, they may begin to reconnect with the respect that sometimes gets lost in the rush of everyday life. It might even inspire them to re-examine their own behavior and appreciate the depth of your experience. Another powerful way to regain respect is by continually reinventing yourself, even in the later years of life. You see, respect isn't a static achievement. It evolves as you do. Embrace the idea that learning and growth never truly end, no matter your age. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, enrolling in a community class, or simply exploring a new interest that sparks your curiosity, every new venture is a declaration that you are a dynamic, evolving individual. I've met many seniors who, after years of feeling sidelined, discovered new passions that re-energized their spirits and reminded their families of the vibrant person they once knew and continue to be. It's a reminder that the essence of respect lies in the continuous pursuit of betterment and in the courage to step outside the familiar. By pursuing new challenges, you not only enrich your own life, but also offer a living example of resilience and adaptability to your children. There's an undeniable beauty in the idea of reinvention, particularly when it comes from a place of genuine self-love. It's about understanding that your identity is a tapestry woven from years of experiences and that you have the power to add new, vibrant threads at any stage of your life. When you allow yourself to evolve, you not only break free from any limiting perceptions, but you also create fresh opportunities for connection. Your children, who might have once seen you as fixed in your ways, may come to see the lively, evolving spirit behind your maturity. This change can spark admiration and sometimes even curiosity as they begin to appreciate the layers of your personality that are constantly growing and unfolding. In this final stretch of our conversation, I want you to feel empowered and motivated to continue on this path with renewed determination. Every conversation you initiate, every time you share a bit of your newfound interests or celebrate your achievements, you're slowly but surely weaving a renewed sense of respect into the fabric of your family relationships. It's a gradual process, a series of small, meaningful actions that, over time, create a significant shift. There may be moments when it feels like the road is long and the progress is slow, but remember that even the most enduring relationships are built on a foundation of persistence and understanding. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the journey so far. Consider how setting boundaries, practicing active listening, embracing personal growth, cultivating empathy, seeking external support, and now celebrating your own worth and embracing continuous reinvention all form a mosaic of strategies that honor who you are. Your life is rich with stories, lessons, and triumphs that deserve to be celebrated every day. As you move forward, keep in mind that the respect you seek is not something you need to demand from others. It's something that naturally follows when you live authentically and passionately. Before we part ways today, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let your story be a beacon of hope for others who might be facing similar challenges. Every word you share could be the spark that inspires someone else to reclaim their own self-respect and to nurture the relationships that matter most. If this conversation resonated with you, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt discussions and practical advice tailored to seniors seeking to enrich their lives and relationships. Your engagement not only supports our community, but also helps spread a message of hope, dignity, and unwavering strength. As you continue on your journey, remember that every step, every effort, and every small victory is a testament to your enduring spirit. You have the power to reshape your relationships, to reclaim the respect that you deserve, and to live a life that is both fulfilling and deeply meaningful. Here's to you, a remarkable individual with a lifetime of wisdom, ready to embrace every new day with courage and grace. May your path be filled with moments of connection, understanding, and the kind of respect that comes naturally when you honor yourself first. Happy living, and know that you are truly valued.